Okay, folks, if you remember, like 3 months ago, I did a video about the creepy coincidences between Jason Momoa and Chadwick Boseman, and I said something could possibly happen to Jason Momoa because of all the connections that he has to Elvis. Anyway, I'm going to talk about that because something, kind of happened to Jason Momoa. And I'm going to talk about the President Bush assassination attempt that's in the news right now. So take a look at this. So Jason Momoa, they're saying that he's doing okay after a MRI scan. And what they're saying is that he suffered a head injury. Okay? And what I believe they're doing here is because they're saying that he's doing his own dangerous stunts and everything. I think they're setting up a future scenario of something happening to him, like I said. Kind of like what happened to Chadwick Boseman. Might happen to Jay's son, if you know what I'm saying. Anyway, like I said, go and watch that video. This one right here from 3 months ago on my channel. That's the title of it right here. Okay? And that's the thumbnail. Go and watch that and you'll understand what I'm saying here. Anyway, they're saying he's doing fine, so it's not a big deal, but I'm saying they're implanting it in your head that this guy is doing dangerous things, whatever, just kind of like what they did with Michael Jackson, and they were saying how weird he was acting and that he was feeling sick and stuff, whatever. Like I said, they set up scenarios for future events. And remember, this was a head wound. So again, it's connected to both Seattle and to Trump, because I told you Trump's going to get a head wound on August 4th, and Seattle's going to get a head wound. If you've been watching my videos, you know what I'm talking about, on June 11th. Anyway, so let's move on to the George Bush attempted assassination. And by the way, if you're new to the channel, understand that my television has a needle coming out of it with the dots on it. Okay, and there's another big dot over here. So that's from my television because it's going, it's going bad over the years anyway. So let me just show you this.
Breaking right now on the story, brand new information just coming in on these reports that an Iraqi citizen living in Columbus, Ohio, is now charged in a plot that he was working on a plan to murder former President George W. Bush, going so far as to take video, do surveillance around the Bush home in Dallas. He also was working on recruiting, this is alleged in this document, a team to work with him. He planned to smuggle that team with him.
Sorry about that. I got a phone call. Go ahead.
Team across the southern border.
Let me go ahead and play it again. I'm sorry, man. I ruined this video, but I don't want to redo it again.
To work with him. He planned to smuggle that team across the southern border, which has been obviously very open. We see the flow across it every single day, to charge people to help them get across that border. He was arrested. This man, he was charged in federal court in Columbus just moments ago. House Homeland Security Ranking Member John Katko is going to jump on the phone with us in just a moment with his response to all this. First to correspondent Jillian Turner.
So pay attention, folks, and you'll understand how this is predictive programming for Donald Trump's head wound that's coming, okay? So remember, we're talking about president. So we're talking about a president, and the George connects to the Seattle, Washington event, okay? But forget about that. We're going to concentrate on the president and the word Bush, because like I said, it's talking about a president. And I've shown you this 100 times, that the word Bush equals 50, 14, 58, 22. Which equals the exact same as the word June. June equals 50, 14, 58, 22. Same exactly as the word Bush. Okay, so now we have president, because Trump was a president. Bush, which equals June. And that's when Trump is born, in June, right? And that's also when the Seattle event's going to happen, okay, on June 11th. But the Trump is just born in June, 6/14, but he's going to get his head wound on August 4th. Anyway, like I said, Bush equals June. Trump is born on June 14th, 6/14. And from Trump's birthday, the day he's born, June 14th, 6/14, 1946, to today's date, look at this. It's 911 months and 11 days. Look, it's the 9/11. And you know Bush was the president during 9/11, you know. And look at all these 11s. 11, 11, 11, that equals 33. And 11/11 is when Washington was founded, okay? The state of Washington. Anyway, the whole point I'm trying to make is that there's a lot of connections to Trump. Anyway, back to the reason why I'm making this video and how it connects to Trump. So we're talking about a president being assassinated because I told you Trump is going to get a head wound. Trump was a president. Bush equals June. Trump was born on 6/14. Okay, and I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th, Obama's birthday, who's also a president. Trump gets his head wound on Obama's birthday, August 4th, and I told you he's going to get it in Ohio. Okay? We're talking about a presidential assassination attempt right here. Okay? And the guy lives in Ohio. And look, it's in Columbus, Ohio, where the guy was living. And what is the Columbus, Ohio area code? 614. Trump's birthday is 6/14. You see? You see how it all connects? Right there, 6/14, Trump's birthday. And one last bit of information. Check this out. You know that I told you that Donald Trump, George Bush Jr., and Bill Clinton were all born in the same year, right? 1946. So check this out. Between Trump and Bush's birthday, it's 23 days, right? But let's go from Bush's birthday to June 14th and see what happens. So check that out. So from Bush's birthday and the next time June 14th comes around, it's 11 months, 9 days. You see that? It's the backwards 9/11. And Bush was the 9/11 president. You get what I'm saying? And from Trump's birthday to Bill Clinton's birthday, because I told you they were all born in the same year. So from Trump's birthday to August 19th, which is when Bill Clinton was born, is 67 days. And you know how important that is? Because I told you Elvis equals 67 and Jesse, Jessie, his identical twin that died of birth, equals 67. Okay? And I told you that the number 67, when written into the gematria calculator, is the first number that equals 162. And why is that important, the 162? The 162nd day of the year is June 11th, when Seattle gets struck. That's why from Trump's birthday to Bill Clinton's birthday is 67 days. It's very important, okay? And now, just like I showed you the Bush connections, so let's go from Bill Clinton's birthday to Trump's birthday. So from Bill Clinton's birthday to the next time June 14th comes around, which is Trump's birthday, it's 300 days. And why is this important? Because I told you the devil is in the details. The percentage of the year of the amount of days in between is 82.19%. 82.19. Why is that important? Because the word Seattle on the gematria calculator equals 82.19. You see? Everything connects to my videos. I'm trying to explain this to you. And I told you Elvis was 42 years old when he died. And I told you that Washington is the 42nd state. And I told you Elvis died at the age of 42. And remember, Elvis was known as the King, and Seattle's in King County. And I told you Elvis is all about the number 42. And Bill Clinton, he was the 42nd president. And this guy, you know, he loved Elvis, and you know, they even called him the Elvis with a calculator or something like that. But anyway, he loved Elvis, and he was the 42nd president. I did a whole video about that. You can go watch it. But I just want to show this one little thing, which is so important. But anyway, Elvis was the 42, connected to the 42. Washington's the 42nd state, and Bill Clinton is number 42, right? President. So when grasping the magnitude of this, just ask yourself, what is the chance of this, okay? So from Elvis's birthday, the day he was born and his identical twin died, January 8th, 1935, to Bill Clinton's birthday, the 42nd president, it's 4,242 days, 4242. And he was the 42nd president. Do you understand? Everything is connected to Elvis. And that's all I have to say in this video, okay? I told you, you have to watch all my videos to fully grasp everything I've shown, because it's so much overwhelming evidence to my predictions. Anyway, these are my two predictions, so make sure you don't get them mixed up. Anyway, folks, end of video.